There's a dramatic series of psukim here at the end of Sefer Bereshis that we'll read in Mitzvah on Shabbos. Vayiru achei Yosef kimes avihem. After the death of Yaakov, the brothers are very nervous. And they say one to the other, now that Yaakov is gone, Yosef is going to take revenge against us. And Kosambuli Yosef Ana Sona Pesha, they come up with a whole story and they ask forgiveness from Yosef. And Yosef's response is profound, and it gives us, I think, an insight into how we should live our lives. Vayomer Alem Yosef al tiro ki asachas elokim ani. I am not God. What does he mean, I am not God? Atem chashavtem alai ra'ah, elokim chashava l'tova. Here is what it's all about. We plan, we think, we have goals, and we do actions, and we think we're going to create the goals and it's all in our hands, but it's not. Whatever the Achim thought and whatever they pursued in order to achieve their goal, which was l'ra'ah, which was evil, but nevertheless, at the end of the day, it's the Almighty who decides whether it'll come to fruition or not. And therefore, if we take the case of Yitzchak Avinu, for example, he thought he was going to bestow the brachos on Esav. Esav was going to be the next in line. Hashem had a different plan. And that's what it is. We act as if the result is in our hands, but the Torah is teaching us no. What ultimately is the result is in the hands of God alone. And the Gemara in Gittin tells a story about Ashmedai, the king of the demons, and he passes by a fellow who's buying shoes, and he says, what shoes will last me for 7 years? And Ashmedai bursts out laughing. He says, this man is going to die within 7 days, and he's buying a pair of shoes that'll last for 7 years. There's a story told of Rabbi Akiva Eiger. Rabbi Akiva Eiger once was called in because a certain Jewish husband refused to give a get. And as much as Rabbi Akiva Eiger pleaded with him, the man refused. So Rabbi Akiva Eiger quoted to him the Mishnah at the beginning of Masechta Kiddush. He says, "Ha'isha kones atzma b'shnei drachim." There are two ways in which a woman can become free of the bond of marriage to her husband: get or misas habal. You make the choice. The man refused to give a get, and he curled over in his chair and he died. We think we're in control of the result, we're not. And the good news here is, Atem amelim umekablim schar. We are meant to do what we have to do, amelus. We have to put in all our effort. And what will happen at the end, that's not in our hands. We'll get schar, we'll get rewarded for the amelus, for the work that we put in. So Yiratzon, that we could come to this level of Amunah, where we only do what God tells us to do, where we fulfill our obligations. Let's not make plans and hope that the execution and the achievement of these plans are in our hands. Let's realize that ultimately, with all the planning that we do, everything is in the hand of God. Wishing everyone a Shabbat Shalom. Thank you very much.